everyone and welcome. My name is Dora and today I am starting a bit of an experiment. I want to see if I can live with just one, maybe two items per each makeup category for the next 30 days without having access to all of my backup items and without having a large selection of products that I can choose from technically. So what you're seeing here is my everyday makeup drawer, and I want to go through all of that and pick out the ones that I would like to have over the next 30 days. It's going to be a bit more than two for eyeshadow palettes actually. We're going to randomize for that. So I've got a list here of all the palettes that I've currently got in projects. There are 26 palettes plus one single eyeshadow. So I'm going to be randomizing from this list. Nail polish is going to be a little bit more, but ideally I want just one item for each category, maybe two sometimes, where I'm like trying to really hit some bigger end of year goals. Yeah, and then basically, let me just close this. So I've got this glossy box advent calendar here. So my idea is to put all of the leftover makeup into this advent calendar. Obviously my palettes are not all gonna fit into here, but for the rest of my makeup, maybe some polishes as well, I should be able to store that in here. My idea is to catalog it. Wow. And to basically write down what's in each drawer in case I need a backup item for my everyday things. I know where to find it rather than opening one big box and then seeing everything and kind of ruining the experiment. That was my thinking. So I'm gonna bring you along on this journey here. Actually, let me remove that. I wanna show you what the rest of my setup is, or some of it. In here is also a ton of stuff. I've got the rest of my eyeshadow palettes in here that are not in projects. Those are in my everyday drawer up here. And then all of my nail polishes as well, my scales. Yeah, I might keep those out actually. They're kind of new, so I'm having fun with that, seeing progress. Yeah, and just to see, can I do it? Obviously, I love having all of this selection. I really do, but this drawer is definitely becoming too small, or rather like too full for all of the things it's holding. And I would eventually like to have less. Specifically, I guess this is what it's mainly about, is all of the extra stuff like face powder, bronzer, foundation, Like, do I really need 5 of those each or 10? Maybe 1 or 2 is enough to have that in my collection, because that is my end goal. I'd love to be able to have just my makeup taking up less space. There's also another item that's in my wardrobe. I might be able to show that to you. It's just this mini IKEA wooden storage box type thing, and I've got all of my backup items that are not currently in projects in there. And what's in there I'm also going to be putting into the advent calendar so that I am not tempted to look inside of that. And then maybe the palettes will just have to go into a box. I haven't quite figured that bit out yet. Why don't I start with randomizing the palettes? I think that makes more sense, so I know what I'm dealing with. Okay, let me change this round. All right, I've got my dumb phone here and then my list of all of the palettes I've currently got in projects. The first one I'm going to be randomizing from is my Pan That palette. I definitely want to make sure I've got at least one of the 3 in here. So let's start with that. Okay, that's the Kombucha Kiss palette. That's really cool. I have been working on that for 1.5 years, so it'd be really good to get some more progress on that palette over the next 30 days. So now I'm going to change this here to a number between 1 and 27. Palette number 2 is in Pan Those eyeshadows, and that's the Revolution or I Heart Revolution Cherry Please palette. Okay, that's cool. Palette number 3 is 19, and that is in my Expand Those pans, and that's the XX Revolution Bare Luxe palette. I don't have a ton of uses left on that. I may re-roll that one, I'm not sure yet. Let's do the next one. Number 11, ABH Riviera. That's really cool. I need to hit a pan in that for Duty Pan My Battleship. Okay, let's do the 5th one, maybe not the last though. 15, and that is the Revolution Smoked palette, and again I've got a shade in Battleship. You know what? I think I'm gonna switch out the XX Revolution Bare Luxe for another Pan Those Eyeshadows palette. I think it'd be a shame to only be working on one of them for the next 30 days. All right, I'm gonna change this here to 23 to 27. And let's roll the final palette. Ah, clear history. I'm gonna have to just watch the footage again. Let's do this. 23, and that is the Revolution Utopia palette. Cool. All right, happy with that. I just had a little think, and basically the Smoked palette by Revolution and the Utopia palette, also by Revolution, the two shades that I need to hit a pan on are blue shimmers, and they're very similar. So I'm going to do a re-roll now, and then decide which of them I'm going to ditch, because I feel like it'd be doubling up. And I really can't foresee myself wanting to wear blue looks for most of the next month. Okay. Number 4, and that is the Revolution Blushed palette. I think, yeah, I'll take that and I'll kick out the Smoked palette. Okay, let's grab these palettes. So this one is the Cherry Please palette. And I'm working on this shade specifically, but yeah, I can obviously use the other shades too now. I may have to. Very unusual for me to do that because I tend to stick to just only the 200 shades that I've always got in projects at one time. So there's that. I'm gonna put that to the side, and then not this one, not this one. This is the Utopia palette, and I'm trying to hit pan on Aurora. So this is the blue shimmer that I have opted to try and hit pan on in the next 30 days. Won't be working on this. These two are new, and they're only in a project for a one look with, actually this one because I asked which one I should use out of these two new ones for my deco panning. But yeah, I can do that literally on the day that I'm filming the next deco panning update, and I may be done with this challenge by then. Actually, I won't, but it doesn't matter. It'll be all right. Okay, not this one, not the Paris palette, sadly. And then what's here in the back? Here's the Kombucha Kiss. So here's what this looks like. I've really got a lot of variety here in terms of deeper and darker shades. I think that's really useful. Will I have an inner corner? I guess I could use that one. So not the single. Okay, that's a pity, but oh well. I guess I could sneak it in if I feel like it. And then these two are my other palettes for this year. But yeah, they'll be... I won't be touching those. Okay, that's all the palette from this drawer. And I've got 3 here, so I still need to find the Riviera and the Blushed palette. That's 1 drawer down. The Riviera is right here. And I'm trying to hit pan and Seaside. Ooh, and the Blushed palette is right here. No, this is the Romance palette. The Blushed palette. See, this is why I find it so annoying, because it's so hard to access stuff. I know I could be like storing them that way around, but I don't want to take, you know, I don't need my collection to take up this much space. All right, yeah, this is the New Neutral Blush palette by Revolution Pro. Do I have Gala in? So I checked, and it is this blue shade here called Gala. It doesn't look that blue on camera right now, but yeah, I might insert a picture of the Battersea playing field from Instagram. I'm going to re-roll. I don't want 2 blue shades in the next 30, no, I don't want it. Doing it again. 19, and that is the Revolution Bare Luxe. Isn't that the one that I just kicked out anyway? So re-rolling. 13, the Revolution Chilled palette. Okay, I'm all right with that. Oh, here it is, right in the back. And I can't really pull the drawer out as much as I normally do. See, no one needs that much. Okay, we know that. Okay, it's not the time to tell myself off right now. It is right here. So here it is, and the shade I'm working on is Sativa, so it's a brown dark shimmer shade. Yeah, I'm happy with that selection. Okay, wow, I think I need to take a mini break, you know, build myself up for the next part, and then basically pick out nail polishes and take everything out, pick out the rest. I'm procrastinating so hard, and I think that's also part of the reason why I did such long, you know, palette selections, re-rolls, because it feels a little daunting. All right, so see you tomorrow. It's been about a week, I would say, maybe a little bit less. I was away on a family trip as well, and yesterday we came back and I just went ahead and made a selection of all of my other makeup products, apart from nail polishes. So we're going to be randomizing those as well. I want to select 5 in total, but 2 of them are going to be base coats. I've got this one here by Barry M, and then the Catrice Quick Dry top coat. So only actually 3 colors, and I want to choose one myself from my entire collection, and then I want to randomize 1 from the 5 polishes that I've currently got in projects, and then 1 extra one for my entire collection as well. So I'm going to put these to the side. I'm going to put this box to the side as well. I'm going to show you the palettes so you can see which eyeshadows I have actually got to work with over the next 30 days. So yeah, today was day 1 basically, so I already started. So the first palette I've got here is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette, and unfortunately one of the shadows is a little bit crushed up here, the one called Seaside, and that's actually the one that I've got in Doogee Pen with Battleship. I know that last time Billy and I played, we did a refresh around end of June, beginning of July. So I might have to do that with this one, but it doesn't matter. It's for, you know, another 30 days. I'll be really careful with it. I might have to repress it, but we'll cross that bridge as and when. Then I've got the Revolution Utopia palette here. I think this is a really good color story. It works. I did frantically this morning try to find a brow bone matte, you know, blend out the crease type shade, and the only one I could find was in the Riviera palette, but at least there's an inner corner highlight shade in here, because that doesn't always happen. So I was using this one, Sales, this white powder, and it worked really well for that purpose. But however, there isn't an inner corner highlight shade in here. Then I randomized, after a lot of, you know, re-rolls, the Revolution Chilled palette. I've got 2, at least 1 inner corner highlight shade here. I've got some pressed glitters, you know, should I actually be going to something like a fun garden party or something? Who knows? I feel like I'm well covered with these 3 palettes alone, but I've still got 2 more. So I also have this mini one here, I Heart Revolution Cherry Please. I tried using this one as an inner corner highlight today. It was, oh no, I think I went with this one actually first. It didn't show up. I think the brush was too fluffy, and then I put that one on top. It was okay. I mean, this is a companion palette. I don't think I would be creating a standalone look with these. I don't think there's enough depth in here. Yeah, there's certain shades missing, brow bone shade as well. And then finally, the only palette that I'm working on over the next 30 days is the Heavily Frankened Revolution Kombucha Kiss palette. And here is what this one looks like. So I have got 13, actually 12 shades available, because these 2 are identical. So 12 different shades. It'd be interesting to see whether I can hit any more pans in these 30 days. I'm gonna try. Okay, so here are all the shadows I've got available. I think it's a lot. I can see that there is variety. Obviously, not every single possible shade that I've got in my collection is represented here, but I don't think I'm going to be bored with all of this available. So I have selected the Revolution Pore Blur Primer as my base. I find that it works really, really well with the Catrice Nude Drop Tinted Serum Foundation. I've got the shade 010N, by the way. So yeah, these will be my complexion products, my foundation and primer. I don't think I'm gonna run out of any of these in the next 30 days, so I should be covered with just these two. For concealer, I have selected the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer in Honey 1.7B. I know it by heart, it's not like I can read it so fast here, but yeah. This is super slow going. I'm trying to finish it this year. I know I've still got plenty in here. I mean, every time I open it, I have to be really careful because if I just, you know, do it too fast, I have ruined some clothes. I just tend to do one dab of this and then mix it in with a drop of the Catrice Nude Drop Foundation Serum and mix it up together and use it as a concealer, like rub it together like that. I definitely know this is enough for the next 30 days. And as my face powder here, I have got a Franken. So this is a crushed up Revolution matte base powder in P3 plus a shade from the Revolution Kombucha Kiss palette actually. I think I've got enough for the next 30 days. I never can tell. If I don't, I know I'm going to put the Primark foundation pressed powder into the advent calendar so that I can look up where to find it if I need a replacement item in the next 30 days. I think I'm cutting it close. I think it will probably still last me for 30 days. Be interesting to see. I've got a bronzer here, a powder bronzer. So this is a Franken of the original, but also of some Bare Minerals loose blushes. Yeah. And eyeshadows. I know this is going to be enough for me for the next 30 days. There's like a tiny little bit of pan here. But yeah, this is really good. I like it. It warms up my face. It also is really, really easy and quick to apply because I literally only need one dab from my big fluffy brush and that's it. And I'm ready to go. You know, I'll blend it out a little bit. Ready to go. And then I've decided to go for the Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blush in this hot pink You Had Me at First Blush. There's not a lot here, but definitely enough for the next 30 days. I just thought that these two together give me enough variety. I'd happily have like 3 or 4 blushes in my collection on rotation. So 2 is small for me right now, but I think I can do it. And then I've got this MAC single here as my only brow product. That's enough. That's all I use. Definitely have enough for the next 30 days, so I shouldn't have to reach into my advent calendar backup system. And I decided to go for 2 shadow sticks that I use as a base for each eye look, and they're both from e.l.f. This pink one is called Rose Quartz. There's not a ton left here, but I know it's more than enough for 1 month. And then this brown metal-y one is called Metal Bronze, or Bronze Metal. Bronze Metal, yes. I'm gonna roll it up all the way as well. There's quite a lot here, but it's a really nice color. I'm actually wearing it today, and I used a couple of the Franken shades from my Kombucha Kiss on top. Looks really nice. Yeah. So today I used Heating Up all over the lid and then All or Nothing on the outer corner on top of this e.l.f. What shadow stick, and it looked really, really nice. It looks really nice still. It's a good shade match. So yeah, again, I think I'm covered here. Happy with this selection. And then in terms of eye pencils, I decided to go for 2. I mean, I could have gone for 1, but I just really badly want to pan these 2. And this is a Black Coal by Revolution. This is what I use for tight lining. And then the purple LA Girl Perfect Precision eye pencil, or eyeliner even, in Deep Violet. This goes on my lower lash line. So just these 2. They are everyday items. I don't tend to use any other ones, so this is going to be really easy for me. The biggest challenge for me is going to be in terms of eyeshadows, nail polishes, and maybe lip products as well. Let's look at those next. So I've got here a concocted pink lip balm. This is what I use in combination with this super tiny lip pencil by NYX in pale pink. I think I should have enough for another month. Hard to tell, who knows? I might sharpen it another time and it could be gone, who knows, who knows. But yeah, so there's that, and then I use the, you're gonna laugh because this is nearly done as well. This is the NARS Toled, so just like a deluxe lipstick here, and there's really not a lot left. So yeah, this is my combo right now, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go in and figure out something else once I have run out of NARS. I mean, I could keep it going with these two, or just with that one on its own. I do apply it first, but I do like adding something else on top. So yeah, let's put it that way. If I run out of these two, I think I'm gonna have to dig in and find something else as a backup. Probably my Revolution lip crayon, because that kind of does both of these jobs. It fills in and it lines as well. So yeah, maybe that's gonna be my plan in case I run out. But yeah, 3 lip products, but they're all used in the same look, never just one. So I haven't got variety. I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be wearing the same lip combo every single day. I'm totally fine with that, actually. I also snuck in an extra eyeshadow, this one by Kiko. It's from their Smart collection, and it's just the shade number 16. I really like it. I mean, it could be worn as a blush as well. It's super pretty. I just snuck it in. I think, yeah, this will be a good thing to have on hand as well. And then a little bit excessive, but I am choosing 2 mascaras. This is the last thing I'm showing you from this lot. So yeah, there is the iconic London Triple Threat Mascara, and then also the Revolution Big Lash XL Volume Mascara. The iconic is on its way out, and the Revolution I have only opened recently, so it's still a little bit too thin for me, and this one just flakes. So I have been using them together, applying the Revolution first, and then the iconic on top. And I think I'm going to do that for the next 30 days, and then I might just declutter the iconic. We'll see. I think I'm at about 4 or 5 months open right now. I'm now ready to randomize some nail polishes. So these are the 5 I've currently got in a project. So I think, yeah, it would make sense to just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's just randomize one. The first one, okay, cool. That's fine. It's a Franken. This is the P2 Volume Gloss. No, it isn't. I mean, it's Franken. But yeah, here's what this looks like. There's a slight shimmer in there. I think it's very easy to wear this shade, you know. Should match absolutely everything and anything. So, okay, that's cool. Here's a list of all my polishes, and I have currently got 48. There's a new one I haven't marked in yet. Let's randomize. Number 37. It's a Franken. Okay. All right, let me go and grab that. All right, that's this one here. I actually really like this one. I had it out, just, you know, shopped my stash and wanted to use it, but I haven't yet. I'll get plenty of opportunity to use this now. So these are the 2, and now I'm going to pick one out myself. All right, so I'm here now with my advent calendar, ready to put all of my backup items in here. And while we're here, I know I've got a clothes swap coming up later this month. I will be hosting it. We've decided to include makeup and beauty items as well. So as I'm putting these items here into the advent calendar, I am going to pull maybe the odd piece out here and there to see if anyone wants them. If nobody wants them, I will hold on to them and put them back in my collection. I thought it was a really missed opportunity not to be decluttering anything for this clothes swap, because who knows when we're going to be doing the next one. And I also still haven't shown you the nail polish that I picked out myself. This is a Franken in a Model's Own bottle. Really, really love this color. It's very similar to the one you would have seen me wear in the previous clips. That one was H&M Sweetheart, which is a bit lighter, but yeah, this one I made myself. It's like pink and purple together, basically. I love it. And as you can see, I'm wearing my other Franken polish here as well right now. It's funny actually, yeah, that's 3 Franken polishes that I've got in my challenge. Definitely holding on to these items. I'm going to put primers, why not here? That one, someone else might be able to get some more joy out of this than me. I think it's a little bit dark for me. So yeah, maybe someone would pick that up. If not, I do have it in a project finish, so you know, in that case I wouldn't need to replace it with anything. Also definitely keeping this one. I'm not going to say too much now about what these items are, but yeah, Flower Beauty in your prime. I'm going to put that there. Keep this one. I used to love it and I don't know. Declutter Collection Filter Finish, Gorgeous Glow, Complexion Boosting. Again in a project. If someone does want that, I will have to swap it out. Like this one, Alverde. This is a Revolution one. Bye Bye Redness, that's a good one. This one by Revolution, Brightening, I like as well. And then a small Laura Mercier one that I haven't tried yet. So, okay, these 3 sections then are primers. I'm gonna try and label that. Okay. I think that'll be all right. All right, let's look at the next bit. I'm gonna put blushes in here. Yeah, all right, and then I've got that one as well, similar. This one is a bit bigger. Okay, let's do this one. Laura Mercier, Keeping. It's a highlighter, but it's more like a blush topper, a little bit cracked here. Keep. Milani, love this one. NARS, definite keep. This e.l.f. one I also enjoy. The Tower 28 I enjoy. This one by Primark, I haven't really tried that much yet, but it looks really fun, so I do want to hold on to it. Fenty, yep. For anyone who regularly watches my channel, this is a new declutter that I was given. I'm going to talk about declutters in my No Buy Project pan. NYX Sweet Cheeks, I had this in Deck of Panning, I enjoyed it. These 2 Bare Minerals, they're Franken pigments that I use for bronzer. I don't think anyone would pick them up. They're so old. Does that still fit? Yeah. And then this one, I've worn it a few times. I had it in a project and I didn't love it. PS Pro Cream Blush, Luminous Finish in a mystery shade. So I'm gonna chuck that in my clothes swap box here. Next, I have got eye products. Concocted, yeah, fine. These are 2 e.l.f. No, but shadow sticks, not in the same shade, believe it or not. This one's slightly darker. I love these shadow sticks. There's no way I'm getting rid of any shadow sticks at all. I love them. Backup mascara. These 2 are also eyeshadow sticks or crayons, and I use them as base for my eyeshadow look, so they're not going anywhere either. And then 3 eye pencils. Yeah, nothing from this category. And now I've got face powders and powder highlighters. This is my backup item that I keep talking about, so I'm gonna isolate that and put it into 23. Yeah, and call that like my Primark powder. That's it. And then I've got an H&M loose powder. Where shall I put it? Here. Physicians Formula highlighter. Lottie London loose powder. And a backup concealer. Let's do lip products. I'm gonna get rid of this one, MAC High Energy. This is one that I like, and I don't think like lip gloss you can really pass on. That's a Node Mineral Lip Gloss. Ooh, I've got a couple more blush items here. H&M Do It All Stick and the Made by Mitchell blush. Where did I say blushes were? Here. No way. I'll put them here next to it in number 10. Okay, lip items. Let's do 18. This one might be a backup item, so I'm gonna isolate this and put it here into 12. This one here, Pouted Out. Again, someone might want that. I don't need this. This purple one here, I'm also gonna try and get rid of that. And this set is from this very advent calendar, and I want to keep it. So lip in here. This is my wedding lipstick, L'Oreal. I'm going to hold on to that and try and pan it myself. And then I've got 2 lip balms. which I'm going to put up here. Yeah. Okay. Last one before we get into eyeshadow is foundation. I'm going to hold on to all of them. I know that seems a bit, there's a lot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 backup foundations here, but I'm not giving those away. Yeah, I know I'll be able to pan them. So there's that. I also managed to pan these pink and these green notes here. That's kind of satisfying because I definitely have a lot of stationery too, even though I've been on a stationery no buy forever. So let's close this. I don't think there's enough space for all of my palettes. Maybe some of them. I'll close this for now. Here are all my palettes. I'm not sure if I can do it that quickly, because it would be nice to sort of like do a comparison, but I don't want to cheat any more than I already am on this experiment. So I'm just going to do it really quickly and just be like, okay, maybe there's only 2 palettes or 3 that I might throw into this pile of clothes swap stuff. I might do another video where I want to go through all of my palettes here and sort of separate them out by color stories, color families, etc. And then just see where do I have dupes and where is there perhaps a palette or 2 or 10 that I might be able to get rid of. And then I might also put them in quarantine, probably for a bit longer than a month, just to see how I'm going without them and then make a proper decision. But yeah, for now, I'm just trying to do it as fast as possible. Okay, so I've got 5 here that I'm thinking about putting into that pile. I'm not sure which ones. I've got 2 Revolution palettes here. It's always quite attractive to me to get rid of a Revolution palette because I have so many in my collection. I've got 21 Revolution palettes and 25 non-Revolution palettes. So bringing that, you know, that's almost half of my collection as Revolution, and I don't need to have it that way. I don't have anything against Revolution, but I also don't love them. I just think the 1 million palettes that they are bringing out every year, I don't think that's necessary. Anyway, this one I am not 100% sure I would actually get that much use out of. There are pretty colors here. I think I've got other palettes that have sort of dupes for them. This sort of color, probably not, but that washes me out a lot. So maybe this is one to potentially get rid of. And that's versus this one here, where I still think sugar here, this deep brown, I am actually going to love. Oh yeah, I think maybe the Desert Desire. I'm holding on to this one. And then these 3, I think one more I will chuck in. So here's the Catrice. I like the formula on this. I think again this would be my favorite shade probably from here. I do like this one as well. And then the Barry M Black Cherry is really, really pretty as well. I mean, there's pinks and berry shades in here. That is really nice. But there isn't that deep taupey brown shimmer that really, really suits me and that I'm really into lately. And then there's the Essence Welcome to Miami here. It does have some really pretty shades in it. But maybe again, I mean that pink, oh, for that alone, I would depot this before I would pass it on. Okay, that's a no then for now. And then maybe one of these to chuck in. And my instinct is to go with a Catrice over the Black Cherry. Yeah. Oh, it's hard. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna try it. Maybe no one will take it, and then these will stay in my collection. Okay, I also want to look at my nail polishes. There are over 40 here, and I'm just gonna do a very quick one. If I am going to hold on to it, I'm going to put it in here and out of frame anything that I might try and pass on. So these are the 5 that I pulled out. I thought I was going to pull out more, but 5 is a good number, so I'm happy with this selection. I'm really surprised at myself at how many items I just picked. I think it's the fact that I've already started this challenge. It seems to be working for me. I quite like this idea because I know that nothing is going in the bin. I know that nothing is just going to go to waste. And either I will pan it, or one of my friends, or one of my friends' friends who are also coming to this event. So yeah, happy with this selection. And of course, I will keep you posted.